Hi everyone, happy Monday. I hope you are doing well. It is time for another Mindset Monday tip for your week. And I know I took a couple of weeks off just to kind of recalibrate and get myself back on track. And it actually worked out for the best because I have been hit with some massive downloads and inspiration of new content that I'm going to be bringing to you in the next couple of weeks. And today's tip is actually the beginning of that. And it's something that came to me in my own journey and my own transformation and realization in the last week or so. And it's something that I am seeing with my clients as well. So one of the things that I talk a lot about regarding mindset, and is really the reason we talk about mindset and the reason it's so important, is because what we're doing is really transforming our lives from the inside out. So when you look at your situation, whether it's your body, your finances, your relationships, your business, on the outside, you want to change something about that, right? And so the key is to transform the way that you think about it, the thoughts that you have, the beliefs that you have. And as I was sort of playing with this idea and having, my own challenges in the last couple of weeks, some really big message came through. And I'm going to share one of the tips that came out of that with you right now. And I'll be sharing more about this in the coming weeks in more mindset messages, but also in my Mind Power membership group starting in May. So I'll talk more about that in just a second. But something that I want you to think about when it comes to your mindset, and this may be a little bit different than the way I've typically talked about this, but I think that it's going to provide some really good clarity around how to really transform your life. The first thing that you have to do is decide, and you've heard me talk about this before, right? You have to first decide what is going to be different. And the power that you have in that decision is really important. So it's not, sitting on the fence. Maybe I want to change my income. Maybe I don't. Maybe I want to get healthy. Maybe I don't. The decision has to be powerful. You have to decide that you are changing your relationship. You are changing your history. You are changing your finances. Like, you have to make a powerful declaration that now is the time it changes, right? There's a lot of power in that. There's a lot of intention behind that. And that in and of itself will start, creating some shifts for you. But the second part of it is even more important. And when you put these two pieces together, it creates a massive shift for you that I think will clear up a lot of this sort of like, how do I change my mindset? What do I do, right? So the first step is to decide what is going to be different. If it's your finances, decide what that looks like. Decide how that needs to change in terms of what that looks like, right? What does it look like? What does it feel like? And then the second step is to transform how you relate to that very topic, right? Now, notice I'm not saying if you want to change your finances, decide you're going to change it and then go out and jump into action. That's not what this is about. Decide what you want to change, decide that it changes now, and then transform how you relate to that topic. In this example, we're talking money. You have to transform how you relate to it, meaning how you think and feel about it on a day-to-day basis. Like when you interact with money, when you think about money, you have to transform that relationship with money. You have to transform your relationship with your body. You have to transform the relationship that you have with fitness or food or other people, right? You have to transform your relationship and how you relate, how you think, how you view, how you respond or react to these different topics. And in that transformation, in that relational situation that you have, that is where your power lies, right? So I've been talking a little bit in the last week with my clients about really embodying that next level. And I'm going to be talking about this more in the coming weeks, but I've been talking about this a little bit more. And I realized yesterday or the other day that this concept of the way that you relate to something is where our beliefs are reinforced. So each time you whip out your credit card, or each time you look at debt, or each time you get on the scale or put on, a certain pair of pants that you have sort of a history with, you are either reinforcing those old patterns or you have an opportunity to transform that relationship. And it's in the transformation of the relationship. It's changing how you relate to it, how you think about it, the story you're telling, the way that you view it, right? The way you respond to it, the way that you react to it, that creates and sets the tone for what comes next. And so I'm going to be talking a lot more in the next couple of weeks about how do you relate differently? How can you change your relationship with money? How can you relate to it differently? How can you relate to your career or your passion or your creativity or writing? How can you relate to it differently in a more empowering way that then allows you to step into this new level and allows you to step into the next level of who you are, because that's what we're creating, okay? So I'm really excited about this, but I really want to invite you to think about the areas of your life right now, especially with everything that's going on. Think about the areas of your life that you know need to change. And if you're like me, there are probably a couple of things that you need to change or that you desire to change. So think about those areas. And then I want you to, number one, decide what it is that needs to change in terms of how does this need to feel differently? How does this need to look differently? What is the key piece to this that you are deciding definitively that is going to transform? And then second, start thinking about how you relate to this area, right? How do you relate to this? How can you start thinking differently or transforming the relational situation with money, love, relationships, jobs, whatever the case is, okay? And start thinking about that. Now, if you are interested in more information about this, and like I said, I'm going to be sharing more about this with my clients and in various groups. But if you're interested in an active support system with understanding how to create these changes in your own life, because let's be honest, things are changing whether we like it or not, and it might as well change for the better for us, then I want to chat with you. So there's two opportunities that I'm opening up right now. Number one is I'm opening up my Mind Power membership program group for the month of May so that you can register for that. For the month of May, I am offering it at Pay What You Can. So it's going to be 31 days of support in May. There's going to be audio trainings, journaling. We do group calls in there. It's a really great group to be a part of. So there's that option. And then the other option is to get into a custom one-on-one program with me where I am going to take you through a various, procedure and process to be able to create your new normal and help you develop the exact changes that you want to make for your new normal, creating your new reality, right? One-on-one with me. So if either of those options is something that you're interested in, I want you to feel free to reach out to me, ask me any questions that you have. If you're ready to sign up for one of them or you want to book a call to chat about that one-on-one opportunity, then there will be a link below this video. You will be able to do that. I'll be sharing more information about the membership group as well. A link will be below this video for that as well. So, we're in an opportunity, a time right now that gives us massive opportunity to change our lives. And we can come at it from a variety of different, thoughts and processes and procedures. But the thing that's been really coming up for me now is we have a huge opportunity to make changes that are going to last for us. Really, truly powerful changes that we maybe have been wanting to make for a long time, and now we have the power to do that. So I want to help you do that. If it feels like it's something that you want to explore together or you have questions about that, feel free to reach out, and I look forward to chatting with you soon. In the meantime, take this information, make that decision for yourself, start thinking about how you can change that relationship to whatever area you want to change. And I'm here for you if you have questions or if you're ready to dive in and to start making those changes in your mindset, in your embodiment, in your alignment, so that you can come out the other side of this situation even more empowered in a life that you actually love. So, hope you guys are having a great Monday, and I look forward to chatting with you soon. Bye.